where you're joining us from. I was about saying if you're not comfortable, uh, in a public space, kindly just keep your videos off because here we're going to be having some fun. You can open your mics, you can open your videos at intervals, just to enjoy the fun. We'll take screenshots, but then if you're not comfortable with that, please just stay in the background. I would like to also remind everyone that this event follows the Wikimedia friendly space policy, right? To ensure a respectable and inclusive environment for all participants, regardless of race, gender, religion, color, or any other affiliations that you might find yourself. So it's a safe space for all. That being said, please be informed that the meeting will be recorded, and this is what has already you've heard the voice. It has started the recording process. So my name is Khairat Abdurrahman. Thank you for introducing yourselves, and I would like to meet more of you in the chat. Our chat moderator will also engage you. Today's roundtable is an opportunity for us to connect. So please know that we are reflecting on our collective achievements in the past 6 months. We are celebrating our community members. We are here to hear from you. Yes, you heard that right. We'll hear from you. We'll listen to everyone, your recommendations, your observations, questions, anything. But I'm not going to be the only one doing this. I'll be co-moderating the session today with my colleague, an amazing person from Kenya. Her name is Anne Veronica, and she's a dedicated member of the community and the current fellow of the Leadership and Mentorship Fellowship Program. I'm excited to share the stage with her today. She'll be giving us an insight into our agenda today and the giveaway prize, what to prepare for, and she'll just proceed with our first program on the agenda today. So Anne, if you can hear me, please confirm your presence and welcome on board. Let's fly. Anne, Veronica, are you here?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
All right,
Please.
thank you so much. Thank you, Iras, for that introduction. My name is Anne Veronica Wamboi from Kenya. I am a journalist, I'm a law student, but most of all, I am a fellow from the Africa Wiki Women community. And before I even continue talking, because as you can see in my careers, I can talk. But before I continue talking, let me just take you through a rundown of how our program looks like today. It's nothing heavy, so don't panic, don't panic. We got you. I'm going to start with an icebreaking session immediately after this introduction, and after the icebreaking session, just to ensure you're all calm and settled, I will take you through after the icebreaking session, I will introduce our speaker because we have a very special guest today with us. And after that, we're going to have a game break. Now, it's questions or game break. Be very keen when it comes to these questions because we are awarding people. I know you've had a mentioning of awards, so be very careful and notice that you're going to award people who answer the questions and win the winners. If you answer one question and you win, you're going to walk away with $5. And if you manage to answer all the 10 and you're the winner, and you will get $5 times 10, so that is $50. Just like that. You'll walk in here maybe without $5, so you'll walk out of here with an extra $5 or more, or even 50. And apart from that, the other gift you're having today is you're going to award our most active follower on our social media pages. That follower is going to be announced by Irat. I hope wherever he or she is can tell. And yes, they're going to walk away with 10 USD. And yes, congratulations in advance. And after the game break, which are going to be several and divided throughout the session, we are going to have a report from our HODs, head of departments. We're going to hear from the admin, campaigns, communication, podcast, and newbies departments. Be very keen because after that, we're going to ask uh, about your feedback, and that is going to be after a short Q&A. That is the game break I'm talking about. I'm going to come back and collect your feedback just to know what you think, because this is a community by the community for the community, and we cannot have a proper community running on its own without hearing from the HODs and the communities as the community members as well. So, if you have anything that you already want to say, you can start writing it down as early as now, even before I get there. And then after that, we're going to have another game break, and then I'm going to come back and announce the nominee for the Nominate Her campaign, as I also give you a run up and a rundown of what the Nominate Her campaign is, and then a question break again, and just like that, we'll be done with the program. I hope it's nothing heavy on your end. And because we don't have a lot of time, we need to give our speakers ample time and as much as we can. Let's start with the ice-breaking session. First of all, I hope you all feel welcome here. And for you to join this game, this ice-breaking session, kindly, there is a link that has been shared by a username Amarachi on the chat box. You can click that link, or you can go to your what is it called? Chrome browser, open a new link, open a new tab and type menti.com. And then from there, you key in the code that has also been shared in the chat box. Amarachi kindly share the code with us. So yes, it's as easy as that, nothing complicated. So kindly ensure you.
Saboda ta san ta alle ne.
Sorry?
Har abada tabbas.
Sorry about that. If it's a question, kindly raise your hand. Yes, Bukola.
Yeah, I just want to draw the team's attention to the link shared in the chats. It does not lead to where one could enter like a code or something. So if you want to recheck that link,
Okay.
Amarachi, and I think
Amarachi,
it would be
kindly
best to
share.
maybe share my screen. So we
All right.
walk participant through, or whoever is running the Mentimeter.
Okay. Amarachi, kindly note we're supposed to share the participants link. Where is my?
You already checked the link. Can you click on the latest link that was dropped? It just led me to the participant link.
Okay. All right. I hope everyone in the meetup can be able to join the link. Just a minute. Okay, here it is. Sorry about that. Yes, if you are not able to join, kindly click on the link that has been shared by Amarachi on the chat box. And there is a code, as you can see there. And yes, we are actually off to a good start. Thank you so much for the 20 of you who have joined. But remember, we have 44 of us. So kindly, we are here to defrost and ice break and ensure that we enjoy this session. This is a way of making you feel at home and ensuring that you understand that this is a safe environment. And yes, the first question of the day is, what word best describes your Wikimedia journey so far? Has it been ups and downs? I hope not. Has it been a beautiful journey? Has it been full of adventures? I can tell you that mine has been very adventurous, that I have gotten to learn a lot. I see 2 responses out of 23. And come on, let's hear from you. I want to see, how has your Wikimedia journey been so far? Someone is saying growth, confusing. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Kindly ensure that you tell us how it has been confusing in the feedback session. Nice and perfect place to be. Wow, that is beautiful. Very interesting. I have 7 responses out of 24. Let's continue typing and filling in the responses. We have rewarding. That's really nice. We have fantastic and educative, smooth, enlightening, new experiences, very interesting, and a lot of discovery. I'm new, curious, and eager to learn. Oh, best believe you're going to have a good ride. Thank you so much for actually joining the Wikimedian community, and I can attest to you that you're going to enjoy. Excited, interesting and educating. We have 16 out of 27 responses, 18 now. Let's get up to 20, and we don't want to leave anyone behind. So come on, let me hear from you. How has your journey been so far in the Wikimedia community? Someone has said, yeah, it has been confusing to navigate some of the events and topics. I'm really sorry about that, but we will get to you because we do not want to leave anyone confused. Eye-opening. There's someone who said, my Wikimedia journey has been empowering and rewarding, allowing me to learn. Okay. Allowing me to learn, grow, and contribute to free knowledge that can benefit people around the world through Wikimedia Foundation. That is really nice. Good. I hope the people who are currently saying that they are feeling confused will get to that some point, and that the next time you're coming here, we will have better responses. Thank you. Now on to the next one. What type of Wikimedian are you today? What type of Wikimedian are you today? Wherever you're seated and listening to us from, what type of Wikimedian are you today? Are you ready to edit the world? Are you here for inspiration? Or are you just surviving on coffee and Wi-Fi? Which is okay, but we hope to make it better for you over here. So yes, can you tell us what kind of Wikimedian are you today? And I can see a lot of you are saying ready to edit the world. That is the spirit. Go. There is the spirit that we need over here. Here for inspiration. But don't worry, if you're still surviving on coffee and Wi-Fi, we got you. And we will ensure that by the end of this session, that is not what is going to happen to you, even for the next few weeks that you're going to be here with us. Here for inspiration, we have someone just surviving on coffee and Wi-Fi. Well, I hope it's strong coffee. But thank you so much for the responses I've gotten. We can go to the next question. Thank you so much for those who are ready to edit the world. All right. What motivates you the most? What motivates you as a Wikimedian the most? Are you here to close the gender gap? Is it community and friendships? I know I have made friendships. Irach, is that true? You're my friend. Just double checking. Just double checking. I know I have met a few friends here and there. Are you here to share
Sorry, I didn't
knowledge? I can
didn't.
see.
Did you ask me a question?
Yes, yes. I was confirming that you and I are friends because there is a part where people have come here for community and friendships, and I believe you're friends. There is representation matters, closing the gender gap. I can say that most of you are here to share knowledge. That is really nice of you because again, Wikimedian community is here to make an impact. Thank you so much for the response. We have 12. Can we try and get to 20? Can we try and get to 20 responses kindly? We have community and friendships, closing the gender gap, representation matters. What motivates you as a Wikimedian the most? Again, sharing knowledge is up there, which is really, really inspiring. And we have community and friendships. Are you here to make more friends and network? Are you here to participate in closing the gender gap to ensure that we're all as far as genders, as female and male? Representation matters. Thank you so much. For the others we've left out, I hope it's not because of anything. We do not want to rush and leave you out. But thank you so much for the responses. We can go to the next question. Which African woman would you invite to dinner if you could? Which African woman? Come on, 30 of us. Let's respond to this. It's a bit, I want to hear from you. I want to know who your role models are. I want to know who you would like to hear from a lot. Personally, I have a name, Wangari Maathai. I would, if I could, I know I repeat her soul, but if I could, I would call her over. Wow, Bukola James. Oh, and she has this Bukola James. Come on, your name is. Are you the one who typed your name? Alice Kibombo. I can see some of the people typing in the chat. We shared a link prior. Thank you so much. Genevieve Noji. Wow, that's really nice. Mohammed Razinat. Oh, wow. Aida Odinga. I get you, girl. I get you. Betty Ethel, Namibian president. That's really nice. That's really nice. Bukola James. Her calmness inspires me. Well, I have seen the calmness, trust you me. Let's see more responses. Come on. 11 out of 30. You guys don't have people you would like to invite for dinner if you could, whether dead or alive. We are using the word if you could. Bukola, we have 2 dinners for you over here. So kindly schedule your dates and ensure you attend the dinners. All right. We have, I need to see more responses, so kindly, Chimamanda. Ah, that's really nice. Kindly scroll for me, the one who is presenting the slide. Thank you, Chimamanda. Oh, yes, yes. I also had that person in mind. Wangari Maathai, I see. We share the same feeling. Oh, Pascaline, yes. So Amarachi as well. Oh God, someone is mentioning these ladies that I have worked with, and they're very, very wonderful. So Pascaline, you have a date. Amarachi, you also have a dinner reservation soon. Kindly schedule that. Pascaline again. My mom. Oh, wow, that is really nice. Shimamanda again. Connie, Ferguson, Mamangina. That's really cool. Wow. That's you have some really nice IRAT. IRAT. You also have a dinner reservation over here. And Chimamanda again. Thank you so much for your responses. I believe this could be the last slide. Ngozi Okonjo. I can see that we have some people responding in the chat. That means you were not able to join earlier. Yes, Okonjo, I can see that. Okonjo again. That's really nice. Thank you so much for your responses. But if you could, again, ensure that you're not leaving anyone out. So if you have a community member who is your friend and is not here, continue inviting them because we are about to start the session officially. We also have Linda. No, that's really nice. Alice again, Alice Kibombo again. We have all Africa Wiki Women team. Wow, they're amazing. I'm sure you're amazing as well. Yes, Bukola has said you both need to dine with her. That's really nice. Miss Hirat. Ah, that's really nice. That's really nice. I can see some of you. Lukita Nyongo, thank you so much for your responses. Let's move to the next slide. Yes, thank you for your participation. I personally have enjoyed. Have you? If you have, can I see some relations here and there? Yes, people have gotten dates over here. You have it? Oh, wow. Speaking for myself.
I'm
Thank you so much.
open. I'm open. Why do I have a feeling of knowing those who mentioned my name? I can see them in the
Ah,
participants link.
that's really
It's
nice.
so
So we know we need
wonderful. Thank
we need an update on how the dinner goes. Kindly attend. Don't stand them as well. But thank you so much for participating. I personally have enjoyed to listen to your views and read them out loud. It was really fun. And that takes us to the next stage because, as I told you, we're going to start this officially now. I am going to introduce our guest for the day. And our guest for the day is Selam Abdullah. I know you can see her username somewhere. And there she is, the pretty lady. Thank you so much for joining us. Salam is a researcher at the Global Center on AI Governance, that is GCG. She holds a Master of Philosophy in Development Studies with distinction from the University of Cambridge. Her research focuses on the socio-economic implications of AI, that is artificial intelligence, and how emerging tech affects historically marginalized communities. She's dedicated to promoting responsible AI that prioritizes human rights, equity, and needs of the community. And today, we get to hear from her about responsible AI. Let's welcome this beauty with brains as I hand over the mic to her. Let me see some ululations. Let me see some claps, some hearts. Yes, Salam, the mic is yours. You're welcome.
Thank you so much for such a generous introduction, and it was really lovely to see folks engaging in the Mentimeter as well. I'm glad that this is kind of an interactive session, not just me speaking at a room, and I hope that there will be room for folks to engage if they choose after the presentation as well. So I'm just going to quickly share my screen as I introduce myself on a more personal note. I hope that you can see. Yes. Okay. So let me just drop. Okay. So my name is Salam, as introduced, and generally speaking, a couple of my interests, interests as a researcher And also, just as an Ethiopian woman is feminist research, I'm quite keen on technology and development, particularly within the African context, and how that can be realized through research, through knowledge generation, learning together, etc. So today, what I'm hoping that we're able to do together is kind of walk through the kind of work that the Global Center on AI Governance does, and then more extensively cover the Global Index for Responsible AI, which is an index that I will give you a bit more insight about in a bit, and then kind of foreshadow one event that we have coming up where we're going to be launching this index. So without further ado, let me introduce you to the Global Center on AI Governance. I think a lot of folks right now are quite curious or perhaps cautious about artificial intelligence and what that means for global majority contexts, for African contexts, what it means for particular communities, particularly women, children, historically marginalized groups. And the center is kind of a space where we study those dimensions across different domains. So generally speaking, the Global Center on AI Governance is rooted in Africa, so we're technically based in South Africa, but it's kind of global reaching, both within the team, because I mean, as I said, I live in Ethiopia. We have team members that live in Ghana and elsewhere in the continent, but also beyond. But the work that we do is also reaches within and beyond Africa. And we try to do research, training, advisory, and kind of multidisciplinary work for equitable AI governance. So we have team members with expertise from law to human rights to development from my side, anthropology, etc., that are trying to understand how we can govern these new technologies and what kind of data do we need, particularly with global majority focus, in order to make sure that governments, policymakers, and researchers have insights and tools that they need to make sure that this technology is applied equitably. And the general mission is to make sure that the global inequalities that are being worsened by artificial intelligence are addressed, and to make sure that AI is reflective of not only a few people's reality, but the broader kind of humanity at large. And these are kind of the 5 areas which I implicitly addressed in the previous slide, but these are the areas that we work with. The research and evidence, I'm part of the research team. A lot of our research does address policy and governance, so there's advisory and development in that space. Capacity strengthening, we do provide a couple of courses on AI ethics and policy, AI and human rights, and the economics of AI, which we recently added to our portfolio, and also trying to foster networks and collaboration. So trying to work with different individuals, different organizations, and kind of different institutes that are also trying to make sure that AI is equitable, and then startup advisory and regulatory intelligence as well. So there are 2 major projects that we work on at GCG that are kind of our flagship projects. One of them is the African Observatory on Responsible AI, which is essentially a knowledge hub. I would imagine that folks on the call are quite keen to expand their knowledge, share information amongst each other, etc. So this is a space where we publish research. It's the space that hosts the courses that I mentioned, and tries to generate information, critical knowledge, and share it about responsible artificial intelligence governance, as well as kind of critical examinations of the topic. And then the other one, which we're going to be focusing a little bit more today, is the Global Index on Responsible AI. So before I go to the index and what it is or what it does, may I check with the moderators if anything in the chat is asking questions that I should address before moving forward.
Well done so far. While I check the chat now, I want to quickly remind you that we have French interpretation, so please do well to slow down
Should I slow
so
down a
that
bit? Okay, yeah,
our
sure.
French interpreter can catch up. Yes, but so
Sure.
far we don't have a question for you.
Okay, sounds
But
good.
once
I'll
we
speak
do,
a bit.
we'll definitely reach out. Yes. Please
Okay,
drop your
thank you.
questions if you have them, right? So yeah, please you can proceed.
Okay, thanks for the heads up. I do tend to speak quickly, and that was my version of speaking slowly, but I should certainly speak slower for accessibility. So I'm going to focus a bit more on the Global Index on Responsible AI today. And so this index is kind of the first multidimensional tool that measures the development of responsible AI in over 130 countries and jurisdictions. So this index that you see before you was the first edition that came out in 2024. And a team of 140 plus researchers from across the world and mainly from the global majority contributed to kind of trying to measure what kinds of responsible AI regulations and implementations of those frameworks exist. And this was kind of the first of its kind because there is a lot of work that has been done about AI development, AI readiness, but not this wide or extensive of a project that specifically addresses whether we are responsibly governing it. So the core hope or intention or objective is that it contributes to gathering evidence and also having insights for policymakers, international organizations, and also civil society who are keen on the topic and trying to address it. So the general sense is in the global conversation, a lot of there's an understanding or a common understanding that we should be using AI. And if we're going to benefit from it, then we need to make sure that there aren't any social or economic inequalities that come from it. And there should be a focus on inclusivity, accountability, environmental sustainability, and also upholding human rights. However, the practice has kind of been the challenging part to address. And the index was established to make sure that inclusive and measurable indicators are available in order to make sure that these responsible AI principles, such as inclusivity, accountability, environmental sustainability, and human rights, are upheld by governments and also other actors. So we are trying to make sure that there is evidence for understanding where we're at with responsible AI and also making sure that national entities and also other community leaders have the evidence base to make sure that they are making progress on these principles. And in order to do that, we're trying to measure it over time. So this is just a snapshot of what it took to do this for the first time around. 136 countries in the end were published. 160 experts were involved in order to finally publish the index into. So the general aim or goal of the index is to try and measure how governments commit to responsible AI and also how much they've actually practiced it. Because a lot of governments are kind of setting their objectives now in the early stages or relatively earlier stages of wide use of AI. And the first thing is, are there conditions for promoting responsible use of AI? What this means is, does a country have the resources? Does it have the frameworks? Does it have the institutions that it takes in order to use responsible, in order to attain responsible AI? And then the second one is trying to measure progress over time, because we have now understood that this is a technology that is going to be around for a while. And then more specifically, these are the 4 priority areas that the index has. The first one is to have a systematized human rights-based benchmark for response, because the other benchmarks that exist that are useful for other purposes do not necessarily center human rights. So it's important that there is a benchmark that we use in order to measure the human rights implications of AI and what governments and other actors are doing it. The second one is trying to assess country conditions to support and promote AI. So this is what I mentioned earlier. Are there institutions? Are there legislation? Are there expertise? Is there an environment in a country to actually enable responsible AI? And then the third is for decision makers to have the evidence that they need. So a lot of the time, policymakers, governments, etc., need to have kind of systematized and systematized and synthesized information on the state of affairs, so what is going on right now, and in order to make their decisions. So this means actually showing rankings. It means showing governments where they're performing well and where they're lagging behind. It's also showing what other countries are doing in order to take lessons from it. And then the final one is through evaluation, accountability, and implementation, trying to make sure that these principles are realized. So creating a checks and balance of sorts so that governments have kind of a score that they can see to see how they're performing on responsible AI. So what this means in terms of how the index defines responsible AI is an AI that is developed, deployed, and governed to uphold human rights and democratic values, and also applies throughout the AI lifecycle. What this means is that we are trying to understand if we're being responsible, not just when we are using AI tools, but also when we are creating them. Are there environmental implications? When we are deploying them or evaluating them, are there data workers that are not having fair labor conditions? Or when we are using tools, do they threaten human rights and democratic values, one of which is also gender equality? And different actors have social, political, and economic responsibility, and also the responsibility to uphold international human. So this index goes beyond just the trustworthiness of a tool, or whether it's actually ethical just in our interactions with it, but it goes to, I think that someone accidentally unmuted. Okay, there we go. And we're trying to push towards country level actions, or having a standard for what responsible attack is to achieve. So these are kind of the different dimensions. I'm not going to go too much into detail in the interest of time, but the different kind of core principles that this responsible AI definition holds are human rights and ethics, that we all have a shared responsibility to make sure that responsible AI is realized. We have to make sure that we're covering it throughout the life cycle, as I mentioned here, and also to use AI proportionally to its purpose so that it meets the needs of societies and communities. So just a snapshot of what we found in 2024 is that globally speaking, there was a really long way to go. So a lot of countries scored relatively low on responsible AI practice or having even frameworks such as laws, strategies that address these topics, etc. And only only a very small portion of here have had higher scores, where the lower scoring countries were kind of they were overabundant. And the first thing that I want to flag is that the first edition of the index found that human rights weren't being considered, or there were human rights risks that weren't being addressed by government frameworks or government implementation. So there wasn't a lot of action or a lot of legislation in place to address things like public procurement or for people to seek redress when AI may have harmed an individual or a community. The other one, which would be specific to this group, is that inclusion as kind of an umbrella was an area that didn't perform very well on the first index. So there weren't a lot of frameworks or action that addressed bias and discrimination, that addressed children's rights, cultural and linguistic diversity, gender equality, or labor protection. So these are kind of areas that would really impact whether AI is inclusive, and they were really lagging behind. But although governments weren't doing a lot, they weren't making a lot of effort in this at this time, there were a lot of civil society actors that were filling in that gap. So folks who are in CSOs were actually addressing children's rights, gender equality, linguistic diversity, etc., to try and make sure that AI is inclusive. So now we're pushing for governments to also take on responsibility. The first index was quite successful in terms of many people using it because there was just a tangible evidence base that they could cite as to whether AI regulations or AI governance was considering human rights. And there was recognition of how this tool was helping folks working in the human rights space and also in the AI space. So there were multilateral, regional, and kind of government actors that were engaging with us even after the publication through different forums, through different conversations, and also direct engagement. So what we are hoping to have now is trying to make sure that the second index is also something that reaches as many people as possible, because a lot of different actors can use it, and also for as many people to engage with it, because the more folks engage with it, the more we're able to refine this index over time as well. So we are now launching our second edition of the index, and this also covers more than 130 countries across 5 major areas. So this is inclusion and diversity, ethics and sustainability, labor and skills, trust and safety, and also AI in the public sector delivery. This is how governments use AI themselves. And what we're trying to do based on feedback from the first version is trying to check not only if policies or strategies exist, but also seeing if they actually work. And this index was months and months of work that 150 plus researchers had done in collecting a lot of data points that is going to be also publicly available when the index is launched on July 7th. So we have expanded our scope to include specific themes like education, healthcare, and labor because there was a lot of interest in that space. And then we also are, as I said earlier, going to make sure that the data collected is going to be publicly accessible to you all and everyone else interested, in order to make sure that people can use the evidence in their own way and analyze different aspects. So we are almost at the publication, which is going to be happening in the coming month. And this has been kind of year-long planning and data collection that has led us here. Okay, so this is the final bit. I think I'm 3 minutes to time, so should be good. We wanted to extend the invitation to the second edition's launch. It's happening in Geneva, and it's going to be adjacent to the AI for Good summit, the global summit that is happening in July. But we want to make sure that it's accessible. So when you register, there is an option to select virtual streaming. And we're also going to make sure that it's going to be, the information is going to be available after the actual. So what we're trying to make sure is that this launch isn't just a publication, but when the second version of the index comes out, as many people as possible can engage with it, can try to see the impact of AI on gender, on children's rights, education, labor, privacy, all of these different areas of concern and areas of interest. And then also, we're going to have a series of conversations and trying to spread information about specific elements of the index. So you will likely see me or my colleagues in joint campaigns that we intend to do with the Wikimedia community, as well as different conversations we're trying to have. As a feminist researcher, I'm quite keen to do a couple of engagements regarding the gendered aspects of responsible AI and what our findings really mean. And my colleagues have different areas of interest. So this is primarily an invitation to attend, but then also to engage with the report that's going to be publicly available, the open data, and also to kind of introduce ourselves before we engage with Wikimedia on different kinds of exciting in the coming several weeks. So I think I'm a minute to time, thank goodness, and I'm going to stop sharing my screen for folks to transition us to the next bit, I think, right?
Thank you so much. Let's please encourage her. I hope you have been listening. Oh, this is wonderful. Thank you so, so much for that presentation, for the insights that you shared. I hope you have been listening, I repeat, because we have prepared some questions. And at this point, if you have questions, please kindly let us know. Keep your hands raised and we'll call you, or you can put it in the chat. Do we have any questions? Or you can raise your hand to ask them.
I think I see
Let's
one.
check in with the French communities as well. Mamiso, can you ask your community, our French community, if there are questions? Please let us know if you
Yeah,
have or
we
not.
do have a question in the chat. I'm trying to translate the question into English.
Okay.
So the question was from Rain, and she said, I'm very interested in AI. What key gaps have you identified so far? And which countries are currently leading in your ranking? Yeah, I think that question relates to like the um, the graphical presentation you showed us. So maybe you want to respond to that.
Yeah, sure. Thank you so much for your question. To start with the gaps, there isn't as much attention to addressing um, global majority concerns. So this includes the environment and that implication because a lot of folks rely on kind of nature in order to survive, such as farming, fishing, etc. So environmental concerns is one. And then the second one, as I briefly touched on in my presentation, is inclusion. So this means whether our languages, our realities at large are being addressed. And then the final one that I'll mention is there isn't a lot of work done yet on accountability and redress. So this means when or if an AI system inflicts harm on someone, who how does someone or how does a community seek justice is one area that's been addressed. In terms of the results, I unfortunately cannot disclose our data currently because it's not published yet. So stay tuned till July 8th. But one thing I will say is that there are leading actors both in the kind of in the West, but there's also quite a lot of African countries and a lot of countries in the global majority that are setting a new norm for responsible AI and making kind of leap to making a more just technology informs future. Um, I see one question in the chat that about how the community can contribute. Shall I respond to that? Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Um, so we are going to be launching the campaign and structuring kind of um, different initiatives to help you support that. So once our report is published and the data set, which is also going to be published, then we're going to be running campaigns on how to contribute to making this information available and accessible to as many people as possible. Because the full report and the data set, even if they're going to be online, doesn't mean that it's going to reach everyone who needs to kind of access it. So we are going to be having kind of collaborative efforts with your community to guide you through how to do. But yeah, so stay tuned. I'm sure that folks on the call who are moderating this conversation will get in touch on the details, but it will be coming in the next. I hope that.
Hmm. Thank you very much for that insight and sharing your experiences with us. Your reflections have given us a lot to think about, honestly, particularly around the future of technology, governance, and how communities like ours can continue to contribute meaningfully to uh, knowledge equity. So, without wasting too much of our time, I hope we all paid attention and took notes because we have some set of questions and interesting, ones at that to make this conversation even more mutual. It's going to be gamified, and we hope to award our winners with a token of $5 per question, right? So if you're ready, please just let's see some emojis while I send the link to the chat. As mentioned earlier, my co-moderator, Anne Veronica, this is our first knowledge check, let's say a question break, so to speak. So we have 4 of them, and we have 10 questions totally. So we have asked a few questions, regarding this conversation that we just had about the AI, responsible AI, the use of responsible AI and that. So to answer correctly, the first person to answer correctly gets the token. So I'll be sending a link to Kahoot. It's our gamified platform. We have prepared some questions from her discussions, and we hope that you participate in this. I'll be sharing the link in the chat, and you will all try to join while I share my screen. We'll see all those who are participating, and we'll definitely get the first person to attempt the question. So we are planning to okay. Do you have access? Can you share the link to the I'm trying to share my screen and I'm trying to share the link. So I need to do one of those.
Harriet, I think once you pop up the Kahoots, it's going to like bring up the code. So there's no need to share the link. You can just share your screen directly.
Okay. Are we all ready? Yay! So I think the link should be okay. So I'm supposed to share the link to this one, right?
I think we are not on the page, so you have to click on Start.
I mean, I need to
Click on Start and it pops up the page with the Kahoot's code.
okay.
Yeah, so we should get the pin.
So please just log on to kahoot.it, www.kahoot.it. Then once we see the code on our screen, we'll be able to join this game. There are just 3 questions in this game break, so please engage. So let's see, start joining. They're waiting for you. Let me see if I can share the link so you can.
So the thing is, with Kahoot, you don't need to share the link because if you share the link, then everybody is going to access it as the editor or the one that set up the game. They just need to click on www.kahoot.it and use the pin. Can you just remove this? Yes.
I think
80.
it has the link, the direct link to that page, to that code rather, not to the edit. So it's easy to just click the link. Yeah. Yay, I can see Soma, I can see Jerry, I can see CYL, Magdalene, Rain, C. Yeah. Please keep joining. Agnes, Aziel, Savior. Savior. Don't come and win our money. I can see some very fast fingers already. Okay, let's keep going. There are just 3 questions in this game break, so hop on. I can see some very brutal fingers. Come on, guys. Okay, let's see. I think we still have more people joining, but once we get to 502, that's a few seconds from now, I think we should continue because okay, I think we have 28 already. We're good to go. 29, come on. I guess $5 is just, some data stipends for some people matters. 30 participants. Okay, let's go. I think we should continue. Please be informed that once I leave this stage, this page, you won't be able to join the Kahoot game anymore because it won't allow you automatically once I leave this page. So we'll go to the questions properly. We have some people dropping off. I hope that was a mistake or something. Okay, I'm about to click on start. May I proceed? We have 53 participants on the call. I mean 53 on the call, but then we have 34 on the game. I think we should proceed. Others can join more games. We have 4 game breaks. So if you can't join this one, you can join the next and the next and the next. So we don't take too much of our time, right? So we have 3 questions and I think we're good to go. You can look at my screen and you can look at your screen as well. So you don't get distracted because this can be very distracting when I first attempted my experience with Kahoot. So let's start. You have to pick any color. You have 30 seconds to answer this. The Global Responsible AI Index mostly measures countries on how well they dash. You have to click on any of the options in the options provided. A, build the fastest AI chatbots. B, make AI safe, fair, and inclusive for everyone. Or ban AI completely. Or use AI only in government offices. Okay, time up. And we have 10 people picking the correct answer. So let's see who was the fastest. Next. So this is our scoreboard. Wow, Adiola was the fastest. Yay! Congratulations. Let me see some emojis. Celebrate our winner on this. The first question was won by Diola. She's the fastest to answer the question. And so she scored 874 marks. She gets $5 for this question. Let's go. Congratulations. Next. You're using AI to draft a Wikipedia article. What's the most responsible next step? Yeah, 16 people got it right. And then let's see our fastest finger on this one. Mara, congratulations, Mara. It was nice to see that we have another fastest finger who is, I'm not trying to be biased here, female. Congratulations, everyone. Oh, congratulations, Mara and Diola. You got $5 on this one. Next. Which of these is the biggest reason Africa Wiki women should care about the index? Maybe 30 seconds was too long though. 3, 2, 1. Yes, 21 people got it right. And that's the right answer to make sure African languages or stories aren't ignored by AI. Yeah, and so I think the person who got this round was Agnes. Congratulations, Agnes. Okay, all the points. Okay, Mara got this. I think this stage was won by Agnes. Yeah. Congratulations, Agnes. So this is just telling us the overall calculations of all the games, right? So we had our first winner to be Diola. The second was Mara, and then the third was Agnes. So thank you very much for participating. Let's stay tuned for more games in the other 3 rounds. So we now proceed. Let's please let's celebrate them. I can see emojis.
We need DJ.
Oh, I think DJs should wait till the end of the program. We still have a lot to talk about, right? Thank you very much for participating. Let's move to our next agenda for today, and that will be the presentation of each department, right? So Africa Wiki Women has been in existence since 2022. And one of the things that makes Africa Wiki Women special is the incredible work that is happening across the different teams and departments that we have. We have 5 departments overall. And today we'll be taking a look at some of the progress we've made, the milestones we've achieved, and the impact we have collectively created in the last 6 months. Remember that we're reporting for the last 6 months. It's just the first half of the year, right? So we'll hear brief presentation and metrics of what we have achieved overall from each of these departments. And to save our time, we won't bring on board all of these department heads. So I'll just quickly take a recap of these departments and the metrics and everything. Can you please help to share the slides to the screen? The slides, yeah. Amarachi. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Are you on it?
yes, I am.
Okay, thank you. I hope you're enjoying the discussion so far. We'll definitely hear from you. We just have everything aligned, and we don't hope to take too much of your time. Well, but we'll be looking at what we have achieved in the last 6 months in the Africa Wiki Women community. And this presentation is not just about numbers, right? It's supposed to reflect the collective efforts that all of us have made, including the volunteers, the fellows, the trainers that we've had, the mentors, the partners, and the community member. You are our member, and we are hoping to hear from you and to give a brief overview of what we have achieved collectively so far. We'll walk you through the impacts created across the different departments, celebrate our successes, acknowledge the challenges we've encountered, and we'll look ahead. Okay, so can you please go to the first slide? I'd like to begin with a snapshot of our collective impact, right? So between January and June, we reached 463 participants. We have trained 264 women and edited over 3,000 articles, made more than 500 Wiki data edits. We have supported 11 leadership fellows, from the fellowship programs that we have. We connected participants from 12 countries. Please, we need encouragements with your emojis. And we were able to launch 3 podcast episodes, reaching over 230 listeners. And these figures show that our work goes beyond organizing events, right? We are building skills, we're increasing representation of women, African women in the Wikimedia space. We are strengthening leadership, we're expanding our reach across continents. And so as we go through the next slide, you see how each program contributed to these overall outcomes, right? So for the Skill Up, can you please scroll? Looking through capacity building and content creation, our Skill Up program, one of the programs that is being run by Africa Wiki Women, focused on helping newcomers gain practical Wikimedia skills and confidence. Through these programs, we're able to reach more than 460 participants, successfully trained 264 women, while supporting contributions to Wikidata as well. What I'm especially proud of is that participants didn't just attend training sessions, they continued contributing afterwards, particularly across both the Anglophone and the Francophone communities. Of course, there were challenges, internet connectivity and coordinating participation across different time zones and all of that, especially for the Francophone participants. These are lessons we have learned from and we're considering to improve for our future deliberations. So one of our core missions is increasing visibility of African women and underrepresented knowledge, right? Next. So through the Edit Her campaign, can you please scroll? Edit Her campaign is another program that we run, a project program interchangeably that we run in the Africa Wiki Women. So if you've attended or participated in the Edit Her campaign Africa, you realize that we were able to, we have organized campaigns back to back, and some of which you have also participated in. We delivered virtual trainings alongside an in-person. We had 2 in-person editathons, one for the International Women's Day celebration that was organized in Uganda. And then we have another in-person editathon organized in Madagascar. And these are very big achievements if you know what I'm talking about. Together, participants created over 160 new articles while contributing hundreds of Wikidata edits, right? So I want to also quickly chip in the fact that through the Edit Her campaign, we were able to carve out a few special editors to engage in a special editathon. And this on its own was very impactful because those people were able to create 60 new articles over, I think, 1 or 2 weeks. And that is a big achievement on its own. So let's celebrate what we have achieved so far in the Edit Her Africa campaign. We also have the On-Wiki Skills Mentorship Program. One of our mentorship programs that we have the On-Wiki Skills and we have the Leadership and Mentorship Fellowship Program. This program represents what happens after someone attends an introductory training, right? So over 3 months, we engage participants. Okay, let's just report for the last 6 months. Participants from 12 African countries received structured training to strengthen their editing skills, right? The results, speak for themselves. Hundreds of new and improved articles were created, Wikidata contributions were improved, and then media uploads were also possible through them on Wikimedia Commons. Please, let's encourage them. I think they're on the call as well. You can just use some emojis to, celebrate yourselves. Participants reported increased confidence. I'm sure they can attest to that. If we give them the mic, they can't just finish saying everything they would have to say. We gave them the opportunity some of the On-Wiki skills were given the opportunity to train training opportunities, translations, training opportunities in each different capacities. So we don't just empower them, we also give them the opportunity to use that knowledge to train others as well. And they were able to achieve so much with that. Moving on to the mentorship, LMF. The leadership development remains one of our strongest investments, right? So over the past 6 months, 11 fellows 11 fellows from 7 countries worked across 6 community departments, gaining hands-on leadership experience rather than simply learning theory, right? So they supported program implementation, they coordinated activities, they contributed to reporting and developed practical leadership skills. Then the podcast series that we have, our podcast is another way we are amplifying African women's voices, right? Beyond Wikimedia editing. We're still working to expand our audience, right? So we have reached over 230 listeners, and that is a very good number. Continued promotion and partnerships will help us grow this platform. So please keep engaging, keep listening, and stay tuned to these platforms, especially on Spotify, Pocket Cast, and podcast, and all of that on YouTube as well. So engage with us. Moving on to communications and this part is interesting because this is my own specialty, right? So I wouldn't really, well, I don't know how else to present this, honestly, but I don't want to become emotional because this is my specialty. I lead the newbies community engagement with my colleague, Mami Soa. She's on the call. She's the one translating the French session. She's the one doing the French translations. So we man this community together for the two languages, right? So this is one of our biggest milestones for the past few months, right? We launched the newbie orientation program, delivered in both Anglophone and the Francophone tracks, right? So this program was designed to change some status quo that people join the Wikimedia movement and they don't know how to start editing, where to face, what to do first, and all of that. So we created this supportive learning environment from day one. The community, the Africa Wiki Women community, is the first to introduce this initiative on a large scale, right? To create a community for newcomers in both English and French. So while these numbers capture much of our impact, right, they don't yet fully reflect one of our achievements. That's the newbies that have joined us. So this program was created because of we wanted to create that learning journey, right? We developed a beginner-friendly Wikimedia curriculum. It's titled Navigating Wikimedia as a New Contributor. So it teaches the fundamentals of contributing across Wikimedia projects. You learn how to do this in step, how to contribute to Wikipedia, Wikidata, and Wikimedia Commons, and then how to, engage in other activities within the community. We also built an interactive learning app, which is the learning hub at africawikiwomen.org. It's hosted on a very nice platform, and you can do well to join our community to engage. Kindly share the link to our communities so those who are interested can join our community. It allows participants to access lessons, complete modules, activities, and stay engaged. So now moving on to our next I don't want to say so much. We have the communications and community engagement. Yeah. Are we here? Okay. So reflecting on communications and community engagements, this would have been best presented by our communications head, right? But we have various channels, right? We have on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, TikTok, and everywhere you think. We're trying to grow our reach as well. We've continued growing our audience with your likes and your followership. And particularly, we want to appreciate someone today. As you can see, these metrics, I don't want to read them too loud, you can see them for yourself. So these followerships, right, doesn't automatically translate into active engagement. We still want you to engage. This is where our community members can help us, right? Something as big as liking, commenting on, or sharing our content significantly increases our visibility, and it helps us to reach more women across Africa, right? So we want to especially have a spotlight on someone who has actively followed us from January for so far. I mean, the person is just amazing. We are here to spotlight the person, and I'll be inviting. Just give me a few minutes. We captured the moment. The person has engaged and liked and interacted with our comments on all our social media platforms. So stay tuned to there's a prize for that person, and we will definitely be announcing it very soon, shortly. And lastly, we have the partnerships and collaborations, right? We have invested time in building strategic relationships with organizations that share our vision of gender equity and knowledge access, right? These partnerships create opportunities that extend beyond individual projects. They enable joint campaigns, resource sharing, stronger networks, and greater opportunities for African women to participate and lead within the Wikimedia movement. So, thank you very much. We want to say a very big thank you to our partners, and we look forward to engaging more with you. And I think someone speaking.
All over.
So while we are still learning and improving the models that we are building, we are already seeing stronger engagement with our new cohort for the newbies cohort program that we are building. So we encourage everyone to stay engaged. And although it only launched during this reporting period, it has already welcomed 100 new contributors. Our first cohort graduated 16 participants, and we hope that more learners will be able to take the course and also graduate. And we're currently running the second cohort. We have 50 participant learners. We hope to have more and, proceed with the learning progress. This is more than another training program. It's about creating a stronger pathway for newcomers to become, long-term contributors and future community leaders in the movement. So as we look to the next 6 months, our priorities are clear. We'll continue to strengthen mentorship and leadership opportunities. We'll expand more in-person engagements across regions. We'll grow our podcast audience with your help, of course, and we'll build even stronger partnerships with our partners and even more. So we wouldn't mind referrals as well. So everything you've seen today represents the work of an incredible community that we are. We are all volunteers, we're all staff, we're all fellows, partners, contributors from across Africa. We all believe in making knowledge more inclusive, right? So thank you very much for being part of this journey with us and for helping Africa Wiki Women to continue creating spaces where African women can learn, where African women can contribute, and where African women can lead and thrive. Thank you very much, everyone. Please, let's encourage our community. Let's stay engaged. We hope to get more engagements from you. And as we share the link to our social media platforms and our communities for you to join, kindly stay engaged. You can screenshot, you can copy and then paste it somewhere else. And you can, just please stay engaged. Thank you very much. So I would now like to move on to the next program on the agenda so we don't take too much of our time. We just finished the department's presentation. If it's not too late to do that, can I just mention their names? Right. So for the administrative department, we have Blessing Ojewi. That's one of the departments that we run. Please, you can just say hi, Blessing. We also have campaigns and partnerships department head, who is Amarachi Okoro. Thank you very much for signifying. We also have the communications lead, Pascaline Nwanwu. Thank you very much. Kindly signify. Also on the call, we have the podcast team, who is Emanuela. Thank you very much. Oluwapelumi Tosiaino. Okay, for signifying. Then I am the newbies engagement lead or department lead. I am doing this with Mami Soa, so please celebrate us too. Thank you very much. Mami Soa is from the French community. So, we are here again. We are going to our next agenda, which is another question break. I hope you have been paying attention though. So another question break, we have 3 more questions. And so we are hoping to see 3 more winners. So again, I'll be sharing my screen. Do well to hop on and then participate in the question. We would have 3 more winners. Sorry, just a few. This is the second. Okay. Question 4 to 6. Host live and share your screen. Is my screen visible now?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so I will be sharing the link. Since you already have the kahoot.com, for those who are still on the site, it will generate another code for us to join. But once it does that, I would also copy and share the link. So this is the, sorry. Oops, my battery is running low.
Let's keep joining as we wait for Ira to come back. I'm sure you guys enjoyed the last time. Unless you are not competitive enough, kindly let's join in and play with some chums out of here. We have 12 and we are like 50 of us, 49 of us. Let's get to 20 at least. Well, at least. The code is there, and if you cannot see the code, there is a link that has been shared in the chat box.
Oh, thank you for holding forth.
You're welcome back.
Yeah.
Aries, can we play this sound on the Kahoot game? You can just click on the mic option.
Yes, it's actually on, but it's low. Let me increase it.
Okay, because we can hear from our end.
Can you hear now? Can you
No,
hear it now?
no.
Let me see if I can share my audio sound.
Now we can hear, but we can't see your screen again.
Wow.
So I don't know. Wow. See?
Can you see it now?
Yeah, yes, but we cannot hear the sound. I think we can just go
Yeah, you
ahead.
have to pick one.
Yes. I don't know. That's very weird
It
because
is
normally
actually.
it's meant to just play with the sound.
Yeah, right. So we have 17. Please don't give up. Don't be discouraged, right? Wow. So we can start. We have 18, but the sound is very loud on my end though. Okay, so I think we can start. We have 20 participants. If you were able to make it to the first round and you're not here, kindly know that you're giving up, and we don't encourage that. We don't give up here. We don't do that here. So I can see so many fast fingers, hopefully. Let's start. What does the wiki in Wikimedia actually mean? Bookie, did you see the fourth option? Wiki means bookie.
Interesting.
Time up. Wow, only 4 people. Okay, 4 people picked Wiki means bookie. Really? Okay, so we have 7 people getting the right answer. That is correct. Let's see the fastest finger. Kaon, congratulations, Kaon. I don't know if you're a guy or lady, but congratulations, Kaon. Hopefully you will. I hope you're taking notes. Abarachi, Blessing, my co-moderator, Anne. I hope you guys are taking notes.
Yes, yes.
So we have Kaon.
Yes, yes.
Let's go to the next question. Which Wikimedia project is primarily used for structured data? This is very easy. So answers are just flying in. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, 10 people got it right. I hope you're all learning from this. Those who are picking the wrong answers, please take notes and learn, right? We don't judge, all right? So I don't know who picked the wrong answers, but please learn. So we have Agnes again. Wow. Agnes, congratulations. I think we have a tiebreaker here. So Agnes cannot win 2 times. We will definitely ask a last question after everything. So you have to give way for one more person. So Agnes, take notes. Congratulations. What is the name of Africa Wiki Women's flagship leadership development program? Think well, oh, it can be tricky, it can be tricky. Three, two, one. Yeah, leadership and mentorship fellowship program. That was the first and quite easy actually, because we actually put a keyword there, leadership. So thank you to the 8 people who got it right. We still have some people who didn't, so take note of that. So this round got Agnes again. What? Alphonse. Okay, so since we have a tiebreaker, okay, so the winner of this one is Stacy, right? Am I on the right track? Stacy. So I think we should consider Alphonse, or what do you think? This session, okay, let's just move.
We can discuss that later. Let's just move
Okay.
ahead.
Okay, so Stacy won this round. Congratulations, everyone. So, uh, let's move on to our next program of
Aris,
the day.
you're coming
Please
off a
keep
bit
hanging.
choppy.
Thanks
Aris, can
for
you hear me?
participating. Yes, I can hear you.
Oh, I just wanted to say you were coming off a bit choppy, so I don't know if it's your network.
Yeah, my phone was hanging somehow. I was speaking, I was trying to stop sharing my screen, but then it was still doing. So, thank you everyone for engaging. For those who won, congratulations, and we look forward to breaking that tie that we had with Agnes, right? Thank you very much. So what's on the next what the next agenda is saying is that we have our spotlight. So I will now hand over to my co-moderator to take us to the next agenda, to the next program on the agenda, which is to invite some of your comments or feedback. Thank you very much. And take it away.
Thank you so much. Ira, that was a fun game. Well, congratulations to the winners and thank you to all the participants. So now we are going to ask, because remember when I started, I said this is a community for the community by the community members. And there is no way we can proceed without knowing what you think and if there are any recommendations that you would have for us. So I don't know whether Abukola, you're available to share for me the Mentimeter or I share it from my end. So we're going to use Mentimeter again, like we did for the icebreaker. I hope you remember the process. If you're using your browser, you can open another tab, type in menti.com, and then use the code that is going to be displayed on the screen. I don't know why it's taking a while to see from my end. Oh, thank you. I can now see it. If you are already on the menti.com, there is a code there that is going to be typed in the chat box. Thank you so much for that. The code is 82074411. 82074411. I hope you have been able to join. If you are having a problem, don't shy away from chatting with us. Kindly share the link, Bukola. But the code is here. It's 82074411, and the link is also in the chat. Let's go. Let's go at it and see what you have in the questions. Rabia, do you have a question? All right, thank you. Okay, let's see the first question. Okay, I hope we're not leaving anyone behind. All right, what type of content would make you more likely to engage with Africa Wiki Women social media platforms? Sorry about that, Jerry. The link is in the chat box. Bukola, kindly share it for the sake of Jerry again. All right, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Bukola. So the question is, what type of content would make you more likely to engage with Africa Wiki Women social media platforms? Do you want to see more of inspirational stories? Do you want to see history of women making impact? Okay, thank you. Interesting. Short videos. We really have short videos, but thank you so much. Do you want comedy? Do you want skits? Well, that was a joke. Lifestyle. Wow, that's really nice. Videos. That's also really nice. We're asking what type of content will make you more likely to engage with Africa Wiki Women social media platforms. Remember, we are awarding a follower who has been interacting with our platforms a lot. So if you want to get that award next time without feeling like you are being forced to engage, what type of content would you like to see on our platforms? I can see short videos, inspirational, cartoonist content. Okay. Uh, Videos again, interesting. Women empowerment news. That's really good. And I hope the HODs are taking notes and our founders as well. We have educational, content of women in diaspora and more of history of women. Good. That's really good. Cartoonist content again, as appeared, educational is the main one, and that is really, really nice. That speaks to the content creators and the big creators in the Wikimedia community. Thank you so much for your responses. I have 13 responses out of 18, I believe. Can't see clearly, but yeah, if you feel like you've been left out, kindly type as we plan to go to the next question. But thank you so much for those responses. Okay. Someone is asking for a last message. All right, thank you so much. Do you have any blockers that hinder your participation during the editathon, especially the Edit Hub Africa? If yes, you can mention them. I hope most of you are understanding what the editathon is mainly. And if you have any blockers or if you have never participated, let us know why have you never participated. If you have any blockers, let us know what these blockers are. Time frame. That is well noted. Thank you so much for that. What blockers are you experiencing? And are you experiencing any blockers? Let's even start from there. And if there are any blockers you're experiencing, what are those? We have time frame twice. That is okay. No, I have not had blockers. Thank you so much for that. We have internet connectivities. That's really nice. Workload. I'm sorry about that. All right, let's get more responses. If you have blockers when it comes to the editor campaign, what are these blockers? Yes, connection. Internet connectivity. You see. Thank you so much for these answers. Time frame again. There is a word in French. I hope I could get a translation from it. Technical issues. Sorry about that. We have clashes with schoolwork. That is workload as well. We have connections. Yes, yes, that is well noted. We can try and solve the ones that we can, but I hope we will solve as many as we can. Thank you so much for those responses. Let's go to the next one. The next question, please. What types of training do you want to see on the Africa Wiki Women Skill Up workshop? I know I have met some of you, a lot of you. I have seen Sunday here, I have seen Emilia here, I have seen most of you in the Africa with Women workshops. And if you remember correctly, our last topic was on, copyright laws and open licensing, and it was very interesting. So let us know, which other topics would you like to see? Which other types of trainings would you like to see? Would you want to see how to create English Wikipedia? We have technical, we have Wiki News. What type of trainings would you like to see? Come on, enlighten us so that we get to cater for our needs as a community, because you're also part of it. All right. Kindly help me translate, Mamiswa. There is a word in French. Wikibooks, we have Wiki News, we have video editing. That's very well noted. Technical, and I hope our team is taking a note of this. Definitely, I know they are. No, okay. Is it no that you don't have to see any more training workshops, or you don't have any topics, or you just feel settled? I hope you feel settled and your needs are catered for. Wiki Commons, yes, thank you. I believe the other one is Wiki Commons as well. Thank you so much for your responses. I believe we can go to the next. Sorry, I hope you can hear me well. Bukola, am I audible?
Yes, you're audible. Please go.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, the next question. After training, what's the one thing that made you not edit for a week or even more? After you stepped out of a training, what's that one thing that made you not edit for a week? Recording recap. Okay. And I believe these are normally posted on the YouTube, at Africa Wiki Women YouTube channel. I believe you can access them there. Let me know, what is that one thing that made you not edit after a week? Bukola, can you help me translate these words to English? The French words. Thank you. I always do. Kudos. Congratulations. It's really nice to hear. Not sure what to edit. When we say edit, we mean edit on Wikipedia or Wikidata, because we normally incorporate a lot of voluntary editing, volunteers who are editing on the Wikipedia. Also, we normally hold editathons for the editors to compete and get an award. You can see this community is a very generous community. We have workload as well, low motivation. I'm sorry about that. Not applicable. That means no answer. All right. So you have not, I hope I hope that the answers and responses are low here, because most of you always manage to edit even after the training. But yes, I can see low motivation. Yes, sometimes I know creative block can catch up with you. Thank you so much. Let's get to the next question. And you can also share your feedback in the chat. We would really appreciate that. And we are okay. There is lack of subject. All right. I can see the translation on the chat. Thank you so much, Bukwala. The next question is, generally, do you have any suggestions that you'd like to make for the Africa Week Women? Generally, any recommendation, and don't shy off. Ariad said we don't judge over here. No, we do not judge over here. Include creativity, okay, noted. And we also accept constructive feedback, because that is what will help us grow as a community. We are here to grow and to ensure that your needs are met as a community. And anytime you're here, you feel like you're being appreciated. So if you have any recommendations in general, don't shy away from typing. If you feel like we need to have food in the sessions, but it will be difficult for that to get to you because it's a workshop. But anyway, let's hear from you. Don't shy away from typing any recommendation that you have for us. I can see we have time. increased partnerships, more of editathons. Thank you so much for that. More workshops. Bukola, there is a word there. Hope it means campaign. Yes, can you translate it for me? Yes, thank you so much for these answers. And our team, our HODs, our founders, our admin team has taken note of this. Okay, so there is a suggestion that when you say time, when you say creativity, if you can just type in the chat box and tell us, what do you mean by time? What do you mean by creativity? Because I believe we have a very creative team, but it seems like that creativity is not matching up. So kindly just type in the text and tell us in the chat, sorry. More campaigns. All right, all right. Thank you. There is more campaigns, there's more community training, more of editathon, more skill-up workshops, increased partnerships, more workshops. That's really nice. More campaigns, time, yes, and data structuring. So when you mean time, data structuring, and include creativity, kindly let us know. And we can also say increased marketing. Let us know what you mean by that. Let's go to the next slide. Oh, more physical training. There is one more answer that has been added. Thank you for your feedback. Thank you so much. Those answers are well appreciated and your recommendations have been taken note of. And I believe you will see a change in this the moment you come for the next community roundtable meetup. The next thing on our program is the nominator nominee. But before I even announce the nominator nominee, I can say that there are some people who are yet to understand what some of these campaigns include. So when you talk of the nominator campaign, over the years, it's clear, and you can see, as women, we can see that women have come out to create more impact. We are stepping out of our comfort zone to ensure that impact is being created in the society. And even as I continue to tell you what the nominator campaign is, where you're seated, kindly think about what your contribution to the society is. So when we talk of nominator campaign, it exists to ensure that these women who are creating impact, these women who are contributing to the community and society are awarded. We pat them at the back. Now let's actually put the patting behind and tell them that we are hugging them and telling them your efforts are being noticed. The work you have made has created a lot of impact and it is being noticed. So that is what Nominate Her campaign is. And so what happens is amongst the Wikimedia, within the Wikimedian community, a woman is nominated by the community, a woman who has made evident impact in the community, a woman who has made personal editing milestones, a woman who has successful campaigns, or a woman who has contributed to campaigns, or even a woman who has won community awards. And today we are here to celebrate a woman who more than fits this criteria that you're talking about. A woman who has been here as a Wikimedian, that's one, very, very important, who has worked with most of us, uh, in the journey of the Wikimedian community. And this woman is also, no, wait. As I continue talking about this lady, I hope you can get a picture of who she is. There she is. Thank you so much, Bukola, for that. Her name is Rain Melissa, and Rain Melissa is a Gabonese communications and professional writer working at a communications agency, where she manages the editorial content of the blog, drafts communication strategies, and produces administrative materials. In 2026, Rain launched Fact Checking the Wikimedian Gabon. This is an online media outlet dedicated to fact checking and media literacy. And you can see this project reflects her commitment to transparency, the fight against misinformation and disinformation, and the promotion of a civic culture based on reliable sources. In 2024, her influence in the digital space was so big that it earned her the Female Blogger of the Year award at the Digi Women Awards. And this honor highlights her impact and her role as a role model to the young people. And she has been the president of Wikimedian Gabon since 2023. And this movement is committed to the free sharing of knowledge and promoting Gabon on Wikimedia Foundation platforms, as well as um, ensuring that the Wikimedian community is seen in the Gabon community. In this role, she trains volunteers, coordinates international campaigns, and works to strengthen the country's visibility in the global digital space. And I understand, Rain, that you speak both English and French. I'd like to know which language you use. And ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome Rain with all the lovely emojis that you have on your chat, on your laptop. Let us see some hearts. Let us see some ululations. Let us see some claps. Because she has done an amazing job. And Rain, we would like to hear from you. So at this point, I'm going to hand over the mic to you. Thank you so much. Rain, over to you. Thank you.
Bonsoir, bonsoir tout le monde.
What's up?
J'espère qu'on m'entend bien. J'ai la voix un peu cassée parce que j'ai une grippe. Voilà.
Kindly note that you can listen to this conversation in your preferred language by clicking on the globe icon. You'll find it right below. Click on the globe icon to switch to the language you would like to listen to in. You'll find it once you click the more button, or you'll find it
Ok,
directly.
je vous écoute en français. Ne vous inquiétez pas.
We can hear her. They just need to click on the French channel so they hear
Yes.
Mamiosa speak in English. Because she's a French speaker, you have to click to the French channel.
Yeah, to subscribe, to switch. So you can please continue your speech.
Ok, bonjour tout le monde. J'espère que vous allez bien. C'est un privilège de me tenir au milieu de vous et d'avoir été nominée pour la campagne de Africa Wiki Woman. So, comme Anne disait, voilà, je suis la présidente de Wikimedia Gabon depuis 2023. Voilà. Mais sur les plateformes Wikimedia, vous allez remarquer que on a commencé à contribuer, voilà, depuis 2024. So, donc, c'est un privilège pour moi de me tenir là et de vous partager mon expérience en tant que Wikimedienne et de voir, voilà, beaucoup de qui travaillent, voilà, pour l'expansion du mouvement. Merci à Marachi et à Irad pour l'invitation. Voilà. Donc, ce que je peux vous dire de mon parcours de façon brève, c'est que mon aventure avec Wikimedia a commencé, comme je disais, en 2023. Je n'étais pas censée être la présidente, la présidente d'une proposition qui a été faite par le mouvement Wiki Wake Up Afrique, voilà, à un de mes amis. Et donc, voilà, lui étant en train de gérer un autre mouvement, voilà, s'est dit que, voilà, Rennes pouvait le faire à sa place parce que de base, je suis rédactrice professionnelle, donc je suis très passionnée par ce qui relève de l'écriture, la correction, tout ce qui a un rapport avec le marketing digital, voilà. Donc, voilà, j'ai naturellement accepté de diriger Wikimedia Gabon. Il faut souligner il faut souligner qu'il y avait déjà des Gabonais qui travaillaient sur le projet, mais la visibilité du mouvement n'était pas encore grande et il y en a qui ont dû, donc certains ont abandonné le travail et donc nous, on a juste fait que le réactiver en 2023. Voilà. Donc, j'ai été formée par Mermoz Dodo, l'un des cofondateurs du user group Wikimedia du Bénin. Voilà, et c'est toujours lui mon mentor. Et donc, voilà, c'est un plaisir d'être dans ce mouvement. Il m'apprend beaucoup de choses. Je découvre des choses au quotidien. Et donc, mhm. Et donc, en tant que leader de cette communauté au niveau du Gabon, nous ne sommes qu'une vingtaine de bénévoles et je peux vous assurer que c'est pas facile de gérer une équipe de bénévoles composée et d'hommes et de femmes, voilà, qui pour la plupart sont plus âgés que moi. Mais voilà, on continue de travailler, voilà. Donc, parmi les choses qui ont été, voilà, des défis pour moi, c'est de gérer d'abord des personnes plus âgées que moi et c'est de pouvoir, et le fait d'être très jeune, voilà, très jeune et d'être une femme. Voilà. Mais chaque jour, on se bat pour montrer aux Gabonais l'importance d'être. Mhm. Et donc, on se bat tous les jours pour leur montrer l'utilité de devenir contributeurs de façon bénévole. Il y en a qui veulent de l'argent directement et donc ils décident de ne pas se lancer dans le bénévolat. Mais voilà, au fil des ans, il y a des gens qui acceptent de travailler avec nous gratuitement ensemble et ensemble nous nous battons pour que ce soit des Gabonais qui écrivent les informations qui concernent notre pays, voilà, sur les différentes plateformes de la fondation, de la Wikimedia Foundation. Et voilà, s'il y a un accomplissement particulier que je peux vous partager ce soir, c'est le fait, voilà, de participer aux conférences internationales, c'est-à-dire d'être vu et le fait de prendre en compte, voilà, la position, le travail qui fait au niveau du Gabon. Voilà, c'est très important pour nous et ça nous sert de preuve auprès des autorités. Voilà. Lorsqu'on demande d'être accompagné, etc., on se rend compte que voilà, plus la communauté grandit et plus les gens nous font confiance, les gens acceptent d'intégrer, voilà, le, et au plus on forme des gens, plus des gens, plus on travaille, voilà, plus on est visible et plus il y a des gens qui, voilà, s'habituent au bénévolat et décident, voilà, de nous rejoindre. Et donc, l'impact, en termes d'impact, voilà. Aujourd'hui, Wikimedia, on sollicite Wikimedia Gabon pour participer à des événements, pour, voilà, pour être partenaire d'événements, pour former des gens à l'utilisation des outils de la fondation. Et de plus en plus, on en parle au niveau du Gabon et ça me fait plaisir de voir mes bénévoles à leur tour former des gens. Et récemment, il y a une de nos bénévoles qui a obtenu une bourse pour participer à la conférence Wiki qui devait se faire en Tanzanie, mais malheureusement, voilà, on a dû, euh, voilà, annuler. Mais moi, ça me fait les bénévoles grandir, s'impliquer au sein de la communauté, etc. Et en tant que leader, il n'y a rien de tel que de former des gens et de les voir devenir. Voilà. Et donc, pour toutes les femmes qui sont là, qui gèrent aussi des user groups dans leur pays, etc. Ce que je peux vous partager, c'est juste d'avancer à votre rythme, de motiver vos équipes au maximum et de travailler avec les personnes qui sont motivées, qui sont aussi engagées que vous, qui épousent clairement la vision du travail que vous êtes en train de faire, tout simplement. Et donc, c'est un peu ça que je pouvais partager avec vous, Ayrat, Nicolas, etc. Voilà ce que je peux. Je vais m'arrêter par là.
Wow, thank you so much, Rain, for that. It was really inspirational. And I believe that most of us young people have learned a lot from it. And I hope I'm not the only one who has learned a lot. And as I continue, just to say, I'm one of the fellows that graduated. I'll clap for myself even if you don't. But because I have learned a lot, and meeting people like Rain tells us that there is so much to do in the community. And thank you so much for that, Rain. Congratulations as well. And we cannot wait to see more good work and impact from you. All right. So now, you remember what Ira was doing with Kahoots? Let's do the same. And see, I hope you have your general knowledge over here, and I also hope you will remember what you have learned from this entire present. No, sorry, this entire. Let me share this first. I really underestimated how poor I am at multitasking, but let's go ahead.
Let me share my screen, if I may.
Okay. All right. Oh, thank you.
It's so sad I can't share the audio. It's not going to come out. So I'll just share my screen and we'll imagine the audio ourselves.
All right. All right.
Imagine to hear the audio.
Imagine the music playing.
So we skipped
Sorry.
this question. We're supposed to do that. So are we on the game? Are we on Kahoots before we then put this pin? Incoming, incoming. So it's not about knowledge of the question or the answer, right? It's about it's about the fastest finger. That's why the questions are so cheap. And so you can easily you know the answer, but then are you quick to pick the correct one? That's the challenge. So this is the code. And I'll drop it in the chat as well.
Mm-hmm.
Diola. See you blinking. I like your cap.
She's even fast. She's even
Diola and
fast to join.
Agnes. Hey, you people, come on. You you guys mean business, so you cannot even leave this round for others who have not made any let's see. Come on. Yes. Stacy, you guys. Yes, so I like the there are some names I'm hoping to see that I've not seen. Okay, welcome on board. Welcome back, Savior. Double M, where are you? Double MA, I'm expecting you here. You know yourself. Yeah, we have Mara back here. Mara, you are here again. Okay, so we have 13. Please don't drop back. Magdalene, welcome back. Honestly, I hope to see you. Ella, you guys, what are you doing in the back seat? I want to see you win this time around. We have 4 more questions to go, right? 4 more questions, and we have winners already. We have 6 winners. No, we have 5 winners. I think we have a tiebreaker. And so we're also trying to encourage the French community to participate, and I'll be looking forward to their participation as well. So we have a tie, and that tie will be given to our French community. This is how it will play out. So if you are a French participant on Kahoot right now, if you don't get to win, we would look for you in the first 5 participants. If there are French community participants in the first 5, we'll pick the winner, the first French person, right? Does that work for us? We want to be as inclusive as possible, please. So let's go. Let's start now. We have 16 participants here. Pay attention. They are very simple questions. How many mentees were selected for cohort 2 of the On Wiki Skills Mentorship Program? I think I mentioned this. During our presentations, I did mention this. I think I did. Yeah. Okay, so 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5 people got it right. Thank you. So the answer is 31. 31. Who was the fastest? Empress Zoo. Congratulations, Empress Zoo. I hope you're from the French community. Are you? Can you speak? I can't access Zoom right now. Are you from the French community?
She said she is not.
She's not. Oh, Confidence is next, and then Gassisu. I think Gassisu is from the French community. Is that right? Confidence, are you from the French community? Gassisu, are you from the French community?
Yes. Mami Swa says she is.
Great. So this round was won by Empress Zoo. We'll put that down, right? So since we had a tie with Agnes winning twice the other time, we'll give a slot now to Gasisu. Are we good on that? Do we all agree to that?
I won't leave here if I don't get responses, please.
Oui, je vous entends.
They are saying
Oui.
that they agree to that.
Okay,
I can
thank you.
see
So
hands up in the chat.
congratulations to Empress Zoo and congratulations to Gasisu, right? So next for this,
Merci
which Africa
beaucoup.
Wiki Women
Merci à vous.
initiative supports new contributors through a structured learning pathway? The fastest finger. Newbies community, thank you for that. And we should have a winner from this particular one. 9, oh yeah, Brazil, UK. We've seen you. Confidence, okay, let's see. The last person, the winner is Diola. Diola, okay, so this is a tie. Confidence gets it. Oh, Savior, that was close. Confidence gets this round. So congratulations, Confidence. So now we're moving on to the next one. I'll be sharing this as well. This is the 9th and 10th questions. 9th and 10th. So I'll share the link as well, or you can just change the codes since you are on Kahoot already. We promised this, that's why we are really running through. So we have 12 more minutes to go. You're encouraged to still join. And if you think if you have won before, please, can you just give a chance to those who have not benefited from this? So I'll be dropping the link to the last two questions. The last two questions, 9 and 10. The link is in the chat. Please join in. We are waiting for you. If you have participated and won, please let's allow others who are yet to participate, right? So yeah, welcome back, Savior. This time around, I must see Ella win. I must see Savior. Dear, what are you doing here? Confidence. Come on again. It's going to be a tie if you win this session again, right? So I'm encouraging you to please, you can just allow others to participate here and win, right? So I can see Ella, Xavier, Liz, Rain, Asmund. Yes, please, let's win this round and beat them, no matter how fast they are, right? Okay, thank you for doing the right thing. Diola, you just locked up. Why do I feel like Diola is... Anyway, I don't want to spend much on this. We have 12 participants. Can we go ahead? May we proceed? Yes, 11 participants should go. 9 and 10. All these are Africa Wiki Women projects, except
all of these are African Wiki Women projects, except which one? Yeah, we have 6 people getting it right, and that's correct. Wikigap is Wikimedia User Group Nigeria's project. We just collaborated with them, right? So Editor is our own. Accelerating Action for Gender Equality is our own. Nominator Africa is our own. But Wikigap isn't ours. It's for Wikimedia User Group Nigeria. And Rain! Congratulations, Rain. Yeah, we have our savior. You are so, so close. Maybe you're better at Mentimeter than Kahoot, right? So, Rain, congratulations for that. Rain is our 9th winner. So we have one more question to go. Let's proceed. Savior, you did not do press up before you came. Knowledge equity means everyone can access, create, and share knowledge, and underrepresented communities are fairly represented. True or false? This is quite easy. So it's not even about the easiness. It's about fastest fingers. So one more winner and we're done. 3, 2, 1. Yeah. Someone got it right. Maybe it was tension. So let's see. Okay, Ganiyu, congratulations in your 3rd place. Confidence, 2nd place. The winner is Rain again. Oh, now this prize goes to Ganiyu. Oh, congratulations everyone for participating. So this round goes to Ganiyu. Congratulations, Ganiyu, and thank you all for participating. So I'll announce our 10 winners now, and we'll be having $5 each for you for participating and for getting it right and for being the fastest. On number 1 question, we had Diola, we have Mara, we have Agnes, we have Gasisu, we have Stacy, we have Kaon, Empress Zoo, we have Confidence, we have Rain, and we have Ganiu. Now, there's something I want to quickly address here. So one of us is Mara. One of us is Mara, and I really don't think we should give the prize to Mara. So I think we should look for a 3rd place. How do we do that now?
Harriet, we can always like walk through this at the end of the
That's
call, so we don't take
okay.
much time. We are
All
really
right,
fast.
so I think this is where we end today's session. But before we go, we would like to encourage you to follow us, our social media platforms. We encourage you to stay engaged. As I promised earlier, we planned to give our most active contributor and follower on our social media platforms. We wanted to spotlight the person. So to do that, let me invite the communications and social media handler, Pascaline, to please announce the $10 prize and then give it to this winner. I'm sure he's on the call. Pascaline, please, can you do the presentation? We are offering a $10 just for a token of appreciation and encouragement for being active, following all our posts, commenting, and all of those things that we are happy to showcase that today. Pascaline, are you on the call? Please kindly just make that announcement and when we can proceed
I'm
to
here.
end. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much, Irat. Good evening, everyone. My name is Pascaline, and I am the communication lead for Africa Wiki Women. And having managed the social media handles for 6 months, we noticed that one person has been actively engaging on. Notice that one person has been actively engaging on. Can you hear me now? Okay. Having managed the social media handles for 6 months, we are happy to spotlight one person who has been actively engaging on our social media handles. He likes every of our posts, he comments, even when he has nothing to say, he just sends an emoji or sends a sticker, which is such an encouragement. And we are happy to spotlight Ade Tola as a social media personality who has been actively engaging on our social media handles. Irat, can you share the screen?
How are you?
So I don't know, Adetola, are you here?
Yes, I'm here. Good evening, everyone.
So you
And
can
thanks
just
for having me here.
So we are giving Adetola $10 to encourage him for actively engaging with our social media handle, commenting, liking, encouraging us. And one thing, why we are doing this is to encourage every other person to like our post, comment. We are not just asking for the likes because we want you to like our post. The essence of engagement is that it helps us to reach more women. So we are asking you to please like, comment, and share on our post so that we are able to reach more women to join our community who actually wants to be part of what we are doing, or who doesn't have spaces where they can actively contribute and share and even learn and grow. So kindly follow us on our social media handles. I'll be sharing the link in the chat. You can copy it out and paste it somewhere. So after this session, ensure that you follow us, like, and comment on all our posts. So Adetola, you can just say a few things. We actually have some, yes, thank you, Irat, for sharing that. We have some of the comments from Adetola. This is not all, but just to spotlight some of his comments that, yeah, he has been commenting actively. This is just a proof that we are not just calling him here. He has actually been commenting actively, liking, commenting, engaging on our post, and we invite every other person to do the same, because you never can tell. On another this thing, we might decide to celebrate someone else. You know, we did not announce that we are celebrating someone, so we just picked the most active person. Next time it can be you. So thank you so much, everyone. Adetola, I don't think you have something to say.
All right. So I think it's a wow for me. I'm so in a way grateful to the
Is
management of
Adetola
Africa.
Aborishade here?
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, he's here. He's speaking already.
Oh, congratulations. Congratulations.
Thank you very
I don't
much.
think we
Thank
have
you very much.
we still have to close up with a vote of thanks from
Okay.
one of our co-founders, and we'll just do that briefly. So we'll close this session. Thank you so much. And who's available to speak? Kindly check the chat to follow our social media platforms, engage with us, subscribe, and you might get lucky. So please reach out to me if your name or username have been mentioned earlier as the winner of the games that we played. Please, once you have joined our community.
Thank you so much, Arit. I can close us out. Thank you, everyone. It's been such a great time, well spent. from learning about the global index on AI responsibility as individual to also hearing about our community growth over the past 6 months, and also taking back feedback from all community members. It's been such a wonderful time for us as a team and even as a collective. We really do appreciate all the efforts and time that you put into all of the campaigns, the events that we organize. We cannot do this alone without you, and we are really grateful for all of the feedback. We hope that when next we call spaces like this at the end of the year, we would be able to really show you that we've improved on our services and that we are responding to the needs of the community. With that, I really just want to say thank you so much to all of our winners. We'll do well to reach out to you via DMs or just through the community WhatsApp group. And of course, let's continue to collaborate, ensure that we connect with all of our social media channels. And of course, when we bring in new campaigns, we want to see more active engagement of communities across board. And until next time, see you on spaces like this and other spaces for the Africa Wiki Women. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you for the vote of thanks. Thank you everyone for staying till this time. DJ, are you here? DJ, let's close out with the music.
Can we also maybe take a group picture?
Yeah, sorry, I forgot that.